Hi, this is Donna from Clever Crafting. Thank you for joining me today. So today we're actually starting with a piece of cardstock that's 27 centimeters wide and 15 centimeters tall. You can see here I've just got out my T ruler. Honestly, sometimes I think I don't know why it took me so long to start using my T ruler. I love it. Anyway, I'm just marking, just got off tangent then, sorry. I'm just marking 3 centimeters from each edge. And you can see that I'm just using my T ruler so I can draw a straight line, and I'm just using pencils. So this needs to be a fairly light line, although we are going to erase it later. Now I'm just going to measure down again on that line, and I'm making a mark. It's a bit of a tick, it's a bit bigger, and that's 4.5 centimeters, and I'm doing that from each edge. So I've called this card today a pop-up fun fold card. I really didn't know what to call it, but you know, it's a cute card, so, and it's fun to make. All right, so 4.5 centimeters from each end and on both of those lines. So I just need to get my cutting mat out, and I'm going to use a metal ruler, and I'm going to cut between those two marks on that line. Now, so a lot of people are really good at doing this with a paper trimmer. I'm not, so I find it much easier with a metal ruler and a knife, but whatever is easiest for you, I think that's what you run with. So you can see that I've just cut that nice slit on that end, straighten up my mat, and I'm going to cut this strip on the other side as well. So I will have a link below for the step-by-step instructions on making this part of the card. So yeah, you'll be able to download and have them with pictures and yada yada. All right, so with my scoreboard, I'm now scoring at the 4.5 centimeter mark from the top edge just to the cut line, and then I'm doing the same at the bottom from the cut line down to the bottom, and I'm going to do that once again on both edges. So once I've done that, then I need to do a score at 9 centimeters. And because my score pad doesn't go all the way out to 18, I've turned it around and done 9 centimeters the other way as well. So that's all of our scoring done and all of the cutting done. So now I'm just going to erase any pencil marks. So to fold it, we are doing the first little folds are going to be a mountain fold. Now all 3 of the next folds are going to be a valley fold. We will be changing the center part of this in a little while, but this is the easiest way to fold it, I found. Then the next score line, this is all the way through, is going to be a mountain fold. Then the last one is just those 2 little pieces, and both of those are going to be valley folds. All right, so now we're just the center part of the first fold. I'm going to change from a valley to a mountain, and the last fold I'm going to change from a mountain to a valley. That folds to a really good size. It'll fit in a standard size envelope, and I just showed you a view from the top there. So now I'm just going to decorate my card. So I've actually cut 3 pieces of pattern paper. This is just a pale blue with a white swirl. Looks a bit like a cloud. So I'm just using my Smart Art glue to stick those 3 pieces in place. And you can see that I've cut them a little bit smaller than the actual squares. So it gives me a nice border. And then I've done the same with the small pieces, which are actually down the bottom. I've got this upside down. So now I'm just stamping some greetings on. So the first one, all the greetings that I used today are from the various birthday greetings stamp set, but I'll put a link below again. And I am just, this one says enjoy today. I'm going to have one on the larger piece in the middle that says happy birthday. And then the last one there you can see I've just stamped, and it's called woohoo, it's Christmas. So, oh no, I didn't say woohoo, it's Christmas. It says woohoo, let's celebrate. Whoops. Okay. So these are little flowers that I've made using that die set, once again link below, and I've got some leaves there that I've cut from the Assorted Ferns set, die set, once again links below. These are just thin acetate strips, about 1/4 inch or 1/2 centimeter wide, and I am just ripping off the end. I'm sticking some double-sided tape on it. You don't have to use double-sided tape. You can use glue dots. I just find double-sided tape on the acetate works really well. Making sure that's well burnished on, and I'm going to pop my flowers onto these little acetate sticks. So these flowers, I actually have doubled them up. You can see I've cut out the flowers a couple of times, and I've layered them, and then the little centers that also come in the die set to put in the center of them as well. So I'm going to just repeat this. You can see me do it again here. I'm putting the double-sided tape on the end of the acetate strip, burnishing it down, remove the release paper, stick a flower on. You can see in my little tub over there, I've got some little bees and some little ladybugs. They actually came in the beautiful garden, I can't remember the name of it, kit, but I'll link it below as well. So what I'm going to do now is just check out where I want to put this flower. So the acetate is too long. Obviously I skipped me doing all of the flowers, but the acetate was too long, so I've trimmed down the acetate. I'm just putting some double-sided tape on the bottom part of that acetate, and now I'm going to make sure that I've shown you this, well, this is from the top, so you can see how I position the flower, so when it opens up you can still see it and it doesn't get caught on anything. So now I'm just going to add a few more flowers. So this is another one here. I'm just going to trim off the acetate underneath. I'm going to put some acetate, some double-sided tape on the acetate, and then I'm going to go off screen so you can't see me cutting that, and I'm going to stick that on. Now I'm not going to make you watch me decorate this whole thing with flowers, but I did do several of them on the acetate. Here I'm just folding over some of the double-sided tape because that acetate strip was a bit narrow, and then it was going to be too high, so I just cut a bit more off. There we go, to make sure it doesn't stick. But I stuck some flat on the card, you can see here on the front, and at the back as well. I'm just adding a bit of this fernery here, this greenery, and it just looks lovely. It just really adds to it. I really like it. I love the little bee and the ladybug. They just add a beautiful piece of interest and something for the recipient to discover as they're looking at the card. Anyway, so this is quite a simple card really, but it really packs a punch. You don't even need to use flowers. You could use balloons, or you could use cogs, or anything that you wanted depending on who you're sending it to. So it's a lovely way to start the year. I really hope that you enjoyed this today. I'd love you to give it a try. If you do, if you posted photos on our Facebook page, we'd love to see them. So we've got a lovely group called Gold Coast Crafters. I will definitely put a link for that below, that you can come and have a look at us and maybe like to join the group as well. So if you have any questions, please make sure you write in the comments below. I would love you to subscribe and like this video. It really helps my channel out. Anyway, until my next video, please stay safe and happy crafting.